had two dreams. I just woke up from one. I was trying to remember what I was dreaming about until I turned on YouTube and for the girls to watch some slime. They like watching slime videos. And as I was passing to find them a video, I saw a video about Phoebe. So I had a dream about them. That's the one I literally just woke up from. The first one was scary as shit, but it was like a 2-in-1 dream. Phoebe was real short, so I'll say that one first. I was like, I just saw all these people standing in a line, like all these Jakes, right? Women and men and women. And it was like, we all were around, and then there was some, men of the Lord that were just, I don't want to say idly standing, because, they weren't idly standing, but they were kind of like standing around and just kind of like having casual conversation. And it was like a school across the street with like, the school would have fence around it. And next to it was another building, but it was kind of like attached to the school. And like when I say school, it reminded me like of an elementary school. And I saw this man standing out there with like this gray suit on, almost like he was a pastor and he had gray hair. Well, he was so angry, like he was so mad, but I couldn't hear nothing he was saying, right? And the people that was standing in line, like he was standing across the street from us just watching us and hella mad, like, but you could tell he was kind of like almost embarrassed. Excuse me, stop. You could tell he was kind of like almost embarrassed. And what happened? Nevaeh, be quiet and watch it. Well, anyway, as the line got shorter, as the line got shorter and shorter, I started paying this Jake woman. She was like an older woman. You can hear her saying stuff, but she was like saying, nah, you lie. We know now. And you could see the man talking all his ish from across the street. And he was just like, you could tell like his countenance, he was so embarrassed. And he was trying to, a person be embarrassed, they tried to play it off. Well, that's kind of like how his energy was. And I'm just standing, like I said, I was just standing there. It was almost like I was on the outside looking in. I just saw everybody, nobody acknowledged me or anything. So it was kind of like I was just watching all this play out. And so the line kind of reminded me of like a line that people were standing in to like receive like a free lunch line. Like I didn't see anyone eating, but for some reason it felt like that. And when it got to that older Jake lady, she was like, "No, you lie. We know now. We know now. You've been lying all along, and now they telling us the truth, right? And we know they ain't lying. You've been lying all this time." And towards the very, very end, when she said that, she was so mad, and there was men in front of her, all standing in this line. Everybody was like a soup line kitchen. That's kind of how I felt. I was saying like a free lunch, but it was like a soup line kitchen. And what happened? Oh, okay, yeah. And then when she said that, I kind of started hearing what the man was saying. He was like, yeah. Y'all go over there if you want to. Y'all gonna come back. You gonna come running back. And the lady was like, no, we ain't coming back. And mind you, the man was across the street. So it was like they was fussing at the man. And he kind of like, she was like, you a liar? Everybody gonna know now. Everybody finding out the truth. If we wouldn't have never listened to him, we would have never known and stuff like that, right? And so like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm literally just waking up. So what happened? happened? Oh, okay, yeah. So when she said that, he said, y'all gonna come running back, y'all gonna come running. And the funny thing about it is, because I realized who he was, right? And the funny thing is, the building that was connected to that school was um the building that was connected to their school was their church. It was their church. And come to realize, it was the man Fopi. Yes, it was Fopi. I don't know. I gotta watch, and I feel kind of bad saying this, but I mean, it's all, call all how by Shimmy Out Shy. That I didn't get a chance to watch it. I mean, I stayed watching videos and catching the lives and stuff. Yesterday just was a pretty busy day for me, and one of my aquas texted me, and she mentioned that the Akim all the Akim were going in on Fopi. I just didn't get a chance because, like I said, yesterday was a very long day for me. I didn't get a chance to watch any of them. And I do remember the Akim doing lessons on Fopi. I just didn't remember what dude looked like. But it's so funny that in the dream, I saw dude, but he wasn't in he didn't have on like a garment or anything like that. He had on like this tannish gray suit, almost like a pastor would. And he had gray hair, and it was like he was like I know this probably just extra, but it was something significant about his embarrassment. And the suit he had on was kind of like, it wasn't like extra big on him, but it was kind of like big on him, like he had shoulder pads. Like his blazer had shoulder pads in it, and he kind of like was so embarrassed to where when he was talking his smack, he was kind of like shaking his shoulders, like like one of them old school movies. Like, you jive turkey. It was like he had that kind of jive turkey energy. Oh gosh, I'm embarrassed. But I mean, he did, and I just have to reiterate that because it was so significant, the level of embarrassment that he had. And when come to find out, it was all of his members had left his church and came over to GMS. All his members. And he was just standing there looking so embarrassed because in the beginning, I didn't realize. I knew that the men of the Lord, I was right there standing by the men of the Lord. But like I said, they were talking. It wasn't like the men of the Lord were really just like going in on a lesson. And I'm telling you, the line was so long, like a soup kitchen line. And as I'm saying it, it's kind of like maybe because they were being fed at GMS, it felt like a soup kitchen line. But yeah, he was so embarrassed, and when he was like kind of like shaking his shoulders, he kind of like walked off, and he was, I'm telling you, he was so embarrassed. It was like he knew all along that he was lying, and lying to the people, and intentionally deceiving the people because he was too embarrassed. He was too embarrassed. Like, they woke up, like, they know now, I don't know. I just had to say that. And I ended up waking up, and my daughters were asking to watch slime videos. They like colorful slime videos. So as I was trying to find a good one for them, I ended up passing a lesson about Fopi, and it was a share from Give and Go, and I saw him, and he had gray hair, and I was like, wait a minute. I just had that dream, so I'm recording it now. And I have to, it's like a 2-in-1 dream. I woke up from one, but went back to sleep, and then I ended up having that dream that I just said, which was the last dream. But the first dream, oh, that one was scary. I was in this place. It was a house, kind of like, but it wasn't mine. And it was like 3 stories. It was 3 levels to the house. Okay. And I was upstairs, like just waking up from a nap. And I knew that there were people in the house that were there too. Like, it just felt like my family was there and some other people. But when I woke up, I went downstairs and I left my phone upstairs. Normally I don't leave my phone. I have my phone with me, but I left my phone upstairs because I just went downstairs for a brief moment. But in my spirit was kind of like bothered. I felt bothered. And when I went downstairs, there was a sister that I know. And she was downstairs and she was like, "Oh, shalom, sis. Did you have a good nap?" And I was like, "Yeah, kind. How are you? You feeling better or whatever?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm good. So I'm walking down, kind of like talking to her, but kind of like passing her by. And my spirit leads me to go to the window. And the window was kind of like this huge window. And it also almost looks like, like a door, like a door with the window that how the doors, well, it was a window door, the door that has like the little arch in it, and it has like a half circular window, okay, attached to the door, like, yeah, that's kind of like what it looked like. And when I was walking up towards it, I did a double take because I saw the skies, right? And when I saw the skies, it looked like it looked like a like one of them rainbow cloud things I be seeing. But instead, it wasn't the whole cloud. Like, it wasn't the whole cloud. It was kind of like cloudy, but you could still see the sky outside. And it was like a rainbow cloud, but instead of it going across like it normally does, it was going upward like fire flames, but it wasn't fire, of course. And it was like in one place, like one little place, and it was moving. And like, how can I say it? I don't know what to really call it, but it was moving, like not hovering. It was kind of like an aura manifestation. I don't know. I don't really have the word for it. But it was right within the clouds, but underneath it, through the clouds, you could see a city, kind of like what the Disney castle, how like Walt Disney, I have a movie, their logo castle looks like. That's what it looked like. And I thought I was tripping at first. I was like, wait, because I had to do a double take. Mind you, like I said, I just woke up. So I looked, I'm like, wait, I was like, sis. And she was like, "Oh, I see it. It looks like a city." And I was like, I said the same thing. But instantly in my spirit, I felt like, man, is this real? Like, this can't be real. Like, I think this is some Project Bluebeam stuff, right? And she was like, sis, it really is. It really is a city. I can see it too. And I'm like, dang, let me go get my phone so I can record this. So we both, at the same time, we run up the stairs to go get our phones. I grab my phone, I run back down. And in my spirit, I knew that when I came back down, it was going to be gone. So when I came back down, it was gone. Like the clouds had closed up and nothing was there. Not even the rainbow cloud looking thing. And I was like, yo, what was that all about, man? That was so scary. And I was so mad because, like, dang, I should have had my phone on me. And I remember just telling you how about Shem Yashai. Well, maybe it was just meant for my eyes. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to share with anyone, And so I ended up leaving from there. And I'm walking. She and we're walking down the street. And there's just people like on that block, kind of like idly standing by, having casual conversation in front of their houses and stuff like that. And I'm walking, and I see one of the men of the Lord, and I notice him right off bat, so I greet him. I say, Shalom, Yahabashem Yahushai Barakatah. And he says, Shalom, Akwad. Yahabashem Yahushai Barakatah. So he knew who I was. And it was like she and I, we kind of like just wanted to just, stand right there. And, we talked for a second, and then he was saying all of this stuff that was happening, all of these things that were going on. And he was like, yeah, but these guys don't know that I know that they're agents, And there were men that were supposed to be a part of the camp. And I don't want to say who it is, the man of the Lord that I saw, because I don't know. I don't want to say it. I'll just say this, but he was saying that there were men that were infiltrating the men of the Lord, and he knew who they were. Yahweh Shemashai had showed him who it was, and revealed to him who they were, and all of that. And then as they came over, his energy shifted. Like, okay, let me just pretend like I don't know this, And he was like, yeah, you sisters, you all go off. Y'all have a good day. Y'all go ahead and go about your business. And so I was like, okay. And then she wanted to kind of like stay. But I was like, okay, you got, have a good day. Let's walk off. So as we walked off, we ended up getting in this vehicle. I don't know why, but we ended up getting in this vehicle. And me and her start talking. I was like, yeah, I guess the guys that walked over are the men that he was talking about. And it kind of felt like he was in trouble, but he trusted Yahweh Hashem Yahshua to protect him. And so we kind of like played it off, and we stayed in that vehicle, and we watched from a distance everything that was going on. And then all of a sudden there was somebody else in the vehicle, and we were driving now, okay? And we're driving down this street, not a block street, but a street. And once again, there was this weird looking cloud. I was staring at the cloud because I was like, ooh, that looks like a chariot cloaking itself, right? And, but I'm silent. I'm not saying anything. It was like the ride was so quiet for me. But it was conversation on the radio being had. And I remember it being like this wide street. And it's crazy because the whole dream didn't take place in Oakland, but I'm from Oakland, California. And all of a sudden we're on like MacArthur Boulevard, and it's kind of like, I know it's MacArthur, but the road is wider than it normally, than I remember it to be. And it's crazy though, because when I look up to my left, and like I said, I see this cloud. So I'm watching this cloud, and out of the blue, this cloud, something like round oval shape, a tip of it was black, and it looked like an oversized RFID chip, y'all. And it was coming through the cloud slow, almost like the cloud being so thick to where if you stick something inside of it and it's coming out, it stretches, whatever that is, like clay or something. Like Play-Doh. So the cloud was like Play-Doh, and then you stick something in the top of it, like let's say an oversized RFID chip, giving you an idea of what this thing actually looked like. And it was stretching through the cloud, and I saw the tip of it. It was black coming through, and I was like, yo, look at that, I'm all like, wait, what is that? And as it came through it, and it came all the way out of it, and it looked like a humongous giant RFID chip, exactly like it, like black on one end and clear on the other end, right? And when it came down, it was coming down like a missile. And when it came down, I said, yo, it's a bomb. They're dropping the bombs on us. So we didn't get no alerts, no nothing. And I'm just praying. Everybody in the car starts panicking, like, oh. So the guy that was driving, he speeds up, like it was dropping right by us. Like if he didn't speed up, it would have hit us. Like it hit like right by us. And I saw, like, let me calm down. When it came down, I'm praying like, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, protect us. I'm just saying the names. And when it came down, everything happened so fast to where it's like all cohesive. So as it's coming down, and it hits, you can see like the pavement and everything kind of like stretches and bends, like the vibration of the bomb hitting. And then it had like a nuclear kind of effect, like the mushroom cloud, and you can hear it, but it barely missed us, and he was going fast enough for us to get out of the way but feel somewhat of the impact. And another one came like right in front of us, and we all praying like, oh, call on Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, Barakatah. Like we're just saying, we're praying, but we're giving Yahweh Shem Yahshai praise, because that's the only thing that can come out my mouth. It was like I was trying to pray to like be, like help us, like for, like protect us, but that was the only thing that was coming out of my mouth. And so when that second one hit, it was like it hit, but you can hear the impact, but you can hear it around us. And it was almost like that barrier of protection, because you saw it, you heard it, you saw everything. You saw the mushroom cloud come up, you saw the vibrational, those I don't know what it's called. I know what the mushroom cloud is like after the boom and it comes up, but that round circular thing that goes around it first, I don't know what that's called, but that's what we saw, almost like that nuclear look, right? But it wasn't like, I knew they weren't nuclear bombs because they weren't like rockets. They weren't rockets. They weren't like coming at an angle. They were being dropped down, like they were being dropped down, but it was almost like it was the chariots doing it, maybe through the spirit. That's what the angels were in control of over, the nuclear bombs. But I knew that these weren't the nuclear bombs. This was like they were bombing. This was like the men were doing this. The people were doing this. It could have just been the military. I knew it wasn't those nuclear bombs, though. It wasn't the nukes being shot over. These were being dropped down. And the first one was the weirdest one, because like I said, it came out of the cloud. So that's why I was like, dang, is that the chariots? The angels doing this? I don't know. But when that happened, I was like, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, protect us. And I just remember like screaming and just trying to cover my eyes, like to embrace for, the impact on that second one, because that dropped like right in front of us. And when it dropped, I saw all of the stuff happening around it. And then I heard like this, to me, it seemed like a protective barrier, because you heard everything happening. But when that bomb actually hit the ground, it was like, woo, like that. And it should have been far more louder than that. And we felt it, we heard it, but when I opened my eyes, everything was smithereens. Even us in the car, which the car was still together, we were all in the car, and we all like just looking at each other like, and as I'm saying it, I'm thinking about it like, wow, that brother, that man of the Lord, I don't know, like he told us to go on about our business, and we got in that vehicle, and it was like, I don't know who it was that was driving. It could have been an angel. I don't know. It could have been an angel. But he was like just sitting in the car when we got in, and it was like when he told us to go ahead and go about our way, it was almost like he was giving us a blessing, and without even realizing and knowing it, that it had to be another man of the Lord or an angel that was in a car that drove us like that and protected us, because we didn't get harmed at all. Just me, him, and that sister. And the funniest thing about it all is, I was praying last night, and I got a text message that came through, a few text messages that came through, but I didn't pay attention to my phone because, like I said, I was praying. I just felt them come through. So by the time I got finished praying, I had forgotten about the text message. And as I woke up this morning out of that second dream, the Fopi dream, I read the text messages. And the text messages came from the sister that was in the dream with me. I call her Yahweh Shai. And the things that she was saying in that dream is that Yahweh Shai, I'm not going to say everything, but Yahweh Shai had her to stop her prayer and send me a message. And where she lives she's an hour ahead of me. And it was maybe 12 o'clock my time, 1 o'clock her time. And it was 12:44 my time, and she was saying that it was 1:44 her time, and she noticed it. Okay, and this is real life though. And she also mentioned Yahweh Shai, his protection. And it's so crazy because I didn't read that text message until this morning. So through the Spirit, I just felt like that was the reason that I should share these dreams, because I know they felt so significant. And I know that that city that we saw, I don't know for sure, but I still don't feel like, I feel like Project Bluebeam is right around the corner. I know that, the scriptures don't say that we're going to see that city in the clouds before Yahweh Shai comes. Yahweh Shai is going to come. He's going to come bringing destruction. So I know that was a part of what these devils' agenda could possibly be, to confuse the people and try to trick the people into believing that, Yahweh Shai is going to come in the cloud, and he's going to have this image of this Caesar Borgia or whatever. But it kind of just felt like it was a warning, like it's almost time that everything is about to really hit the fan. But Yahweh Shai is going to protect his people. I just pray that I'm part of that number. I hope this is a blessing to somebody. Yes, sweetheart. I hope that this is a blessing to the body and faith boosting. But it was so scary. Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Yes, Booty. Okay, the kids want me now. Y'all have a good day. Shalom.